But there were smiles for Lewis Hamilton. He took his first pole position for Mercedes ahead of Raikkonen and Alonso. But with Kimi next to him and Fernando just behind, it wasn't going to be easy. Changes were made to Webber's car, so he started from the pit lane, but at least he would avoid any first corner incidents. Could Hamilton's first pole for Mercedes become his first win? Could Vettel salvage anything from ninth? Raikkonen was slow, but the Ferraris were flying. They fired up to second and third. Hamilton couldn't ignore the looming Alonso behind. Then it was Massa, Raikkonen, Rosberg, Grosjean, Ricciardo, Button and Vettel. Di Resta's sights were set on Hulkenberg ahead, but that left him closer to his teammate than was wise. The top three were all on a similar strategy, but the Ferraris looked very feisty. Massa watched his teammate take the lead. Then Felipe found his own way around the Mercedes. Red Bull had taken a different approach. Vettel started ninth on new mediums and had plenty of cars to keep him occupied. He got a good run at Rosberg to take seventh, while Gutierrez ran into the back of Sutil. Esteban was out on the spot. Adrian made it back to the pit lane, but with the car in tatters, his race was finished.
That's it, I'm afraid, Adrian. That's it. Engine off, engine off.
Webber was keen to make up time and went into battle with Verne. He committed to the inside, but Jean-Eric got there first. The team couldn't believe it. He would have to pit for a new front wing. And despite the longer stop, his right rear wheel wasn't fitted correctly. In fact, it came off.
Watch out for mark ahead at the apex.
It was the end of a pretty dismal weekend for Mark, and there would be a three-place grid penalty in Bahrain for the collision. While all that was going on, Raikkonen and Perez battled over fourth. Kimi sustained front wing damage, but eventually got ahead of the McLaren. Two-stopping Jensen had to look after his tyres and barely blinked when Alonso sized through and into the lead. But Rosberg was in trouble. A rear anti-roll bar problem forced him to retire for the second time in 3 races.
Car was broken, got inside wheel in the end.
So Nico, we can see that you have loss of inside load, not sure why yet, so box, box, box.
Lap 29 and Vettel was yet to stop for a second time. Alonso already had and wasn't about to waste any time behind him. Lap 41 and Alonso was in for his third and final stop. He rejoined just behind Vettel again, but was safe in the knowledge that the Red Bull was yet to run the soft tyres. Fernando was in control of this race, and using his fresher tyres, he soon caught Sebastian and eased back into the lead. Raikkonen's earlier third stop leapfrogged him ahead of Hamilton. Then Kimi soon displaced Button for third. Jensen was at the end of a long middle stint, so it was easy pickings for the Lotus. And it wasn't long before Hamilton relegated his former teammate. Andrea Stella could barely contain his emotions. The decision to start on the soft tyres really had paid off. Fernando took his first win since Germany 2012 to the delight of girlfriend Dasha and vice-chairman Piero Ferrari. Vettel's late stop for softs dropped him down to fourth, but he reeled in Hamilton and finished just 2/10 behind the Mercedes. The win threw Alonso right back into the thick of it, while Webber paid the price for failing to finish. Raikkonen clung on to second despite the damage to his car. Grosjean needed to match the pace of his teammate, while Ricciardo was a strong 7th. Fifth place for Button helped McLaren finally to make some progress, even if they were now level pegging with Force India. Ferrari made inroads into Red Bull's domination thanks to a turnaround in fortunes.
Yeah, feels great after the retirement in Malaysia. We had some pressure to finish the race, but the two races we finished this year, one second place, today the victory. So definitely the start of this 2013 campaign is looking good. So we are very optimistic.
The result saw the Ferrari team in buoyant mood going into the final flyaway event before the European season.